So basically, the NPC download happened, I want to say last night. It started eking out and found this article from Game Revolution. Yes, hi. New website that I will be coming to more often. This article. There's going to be a little treat at the end of this, so please stick around. But at the end of this article, this article is written by somebody that doesn't know anything about fans, tries to pad themselves, saying, well, maybe it's just bad. But this article is wrote by somebody that doesn't understand geek culture, nerddom, and is not a fan of any of this stuff. And I'm about to show you. Because, as you can see here, Velma review bombed on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb as reactions flood online. New HBO Max series Velma has clearly rubbed some people the wrong way, as it appears the Scooby-Doo prequel show has been review bombed on both Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. Review bombed. Maybe it's just people who are responding, because let's go to IMDb real quick. 2.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, 7%. That is down lower than the last time I did at all, my last video on all this, when this number was awful. When I read aloud Mustang's response. How about Metacritic? 0.7 based on 69 ratings. This show was crap. And before you say, well, people just didn't watch it, I watched it. I have my 2 reviews on YouTube. Check them out, by the way. Rotten Tomato. Reactions to the first 2 episodes of Velma Dinkley origin story, Mindy Kaling's origin story, have been making their way online since the series' debut yesterday, January 12th, 2023. Well, 3 days ago for you. But is there any good reason for people to be being so mad? Yes. It's garbage. Or is this another case of those who haven't even watched the show jumping on a bandwagon because of change? This is Mindy Kaling's Animated Adventures. I named my first episode that because that is what the show literally is. It is just Mindy Kaling's Animated Adventure. She does not know anything about the past. These are only characters in name only. For them to push their crazy BS on us while slightly making fun of it, but also saying that the other side's dumb for not supporting it. We'll skip down here because it talks about at the time, 9% based on 924 user ratings. Well, that's on Rotten Tomatoes. Right now, 7% based on 1,462 reviews. Over on IMDb, 2,800 stars rating given on IMDb. Over on IMDb, 4K stars, 2.2. This has led many to think that the changes made, such as having an Asian Velma, a South Asian Daphne, and a Black Shaggy, have resulted in backlash. No. You want to know why there's a result in backlash? It's because it's Mindy Kaling. Mindy Kaling, Constance Wu, and I just had his name. Not Shaggy. It's not even Norville. I forgot the actor's name. It's on the top. Sam Worthington. Yes, those are the characters who they are. These are not Velma. This is not Daphne. This is not Shaggy. Norville in the show. I get so freaking tired of people even addressing them as that. This is a Mindy Kaling self-insertion. This is her own story. Literally, if she just did her own show, the Scooby-Doo fans, like myself, wouldn't be so mad, wouldn't be so angry, wouldn't be so frustrated with this. This is Rings of Power all over again. This is insert whatever show you want to do. Rings of Power, Wheel of Time, Blood Origin, any of these shows. All we want you to do is stick as close to the source material as possible. We didn't even want this show, though. We didn't want this. But this is an example of them taking something we loved, stripping out everything we liked about it, keeping the names, and then making their own crap. Saying, see, it's what you loved, it's what you loved. You get this little tweet from this person. The fans who are disappointed in Velma are welcome to be, but holy-ish, the sheer racist and homophobic regard is not. Also, I don't care what your opinion of it is if you compare Velma's looks to Scooby. I hope all your favorite shows grow to be as rancid as you are. Do better. You do realize that in the show, she jokes about herself being ugly and hairy and a dog. So that makes me think you didn't watch it. Homophobic and racist? Is that just because we're pointing out that these aren't our beloved characters? This is Sam Worthington. This is Mindy Kaling. This is Constance Wu. This is Glenn, what's his name? Is that why you're mad? That we don't like our characters being changed and bastardized? Not being the characters we grew up with and loved? Velma being that girl next door that you kind of want to look more at? Daphne being the attractive girl who's also rich and also is the runt of the litter? Fred, who isn't the brightest bulb in the box, but is at least smart and not a childish? Or Shaggy, who's scared, yes, but also fun, quick-witted in some instances, and his best friend Scooby, who's not even in the show? Oh my god, that's so perfect that he's not in it. Of course, this is when they try to, pad themselves while saying, well, maybe it's not just review bombing by racist trolls. Of course, there is also the chance that the show may just not be to taste of the majority of who watched it. Maybe this is the reality. Maybe that's the reality. Remember this. It opens, and this flew by me in my review. It opens on over-sexualized 15-year-old girls. It opens on that. It opens on them talking about that stuff. Showing that. Now, they're justifying it by saying, well, they didn't show anything, but they showed it. They showed you enough. Journalist Emmanuel Gomez of LRM Online tweeted his thanks for the show, for reminding me that Scooby-Doo is the star of the gang. True. He said that Velma's meta approach is overbearing at times. Extremely overbearing. It thinks it's being super smart when in reality it's being super dumb. And that it's just bad. It really is. You see his tweet. Thank you to hashtag reminding me its meta approach is overbearing. At times, it's not being review bombed. It's just bad. Feels like a Harley Quinn knockoff. I don't like Harley Quinn. I hate Harley Quinn. I don't like the show. I think there's good parts, but I don't like it. I vehemently hate it. This, though, yeah, it's trying to be a Harley Quinn knockoff. Bastardizing something that nobody wanted to see bastardized. And at the end of this is when we're getting to the end, though. This is where we're getting to the end. Diversity and material based on franchises that have existed for some time has often led to this sort of reaction. Amazon's Lord of the Rings spin-off series, for example. Oh, remember that? It wasn't it wasn't this that pissed people off. It was the not using the source material and acting like you were better than it. That's what people were mad about. You treating the source material with disrespect, but just wait. The Rings of Power received so much negative attention that Amazon had to suspend reviews on their own site, IMDb. Remember that. They stopped their own people from reviewing itself. And author Neil Gaiman stepped in to defend the show. It's not a new phenomenon, but it's definitely one that is way overdue coming to an end. But definitely one that's way overdue coming to an end. It's not going to come to an end. We're always going to speak out about our projects that we love. Our franchises that we adore being destroyed in front of us. The Lord of the Rings that you try to use as evidence of people just hating it to hate it. No, they didn't like it. And you're mad that people didn't like it. So much so that Lord of the Rings of Power was a failure. Velma is an uber failure. And all these from 7% on Rotten Tomatoes, 2.2 on IMDb, 0.7 on Metacritic. How about we go over here to the YouTube trailers. 313k downloads on the initial trailer and on the trailer before the day it dropped. 277,000 downvotes. Comments still turned off. The show's just crap. It's garbage. And I do not suggest anybody watch it ever. But I'm going to sit through it. I'm going to be here every Thursday, ready to give you guys the newest episode and show how I'm slowly going insane. With all that being said, guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share it out with your friends, leave a comment down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.